Hey, well, why all of a sudden now everyone's quiet?
You said to be normal.
Be normal. I don't want to talk anymore.
They don't know how to be normal. You don't know how to be subtle, normal, none of it. Chris has already started on his beer, and we all agreed early on that we would open it and cheers together.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
But you know what? Yeah, let's open it.
Let's open them.
Okay.
You know, he's gonna double fist. Chris is used to that one though. All right, ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Brown Friday.
That's right. So I guess a special shout out to Island Beverage. Is that what it is? Awesome.
Yeah, I want to thank Island Beverage for hooking us up with these beers. We also got
Yes,
some
thank you.
Guam Brewery, the acai or the acai, like we used to say back in the day, before Google pronounced,
Exactly.
and Oktoberfest too. And
Yes.
we've got a whole bunch.
Which I really like, by the way. We were trying to figure out words to describe this beer. It's just good. It's just really good.
It's an Amber Marzen.
Amber
Marzen!
Is that your German accent, Chris?
It's really loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yes, really good stuff. But today we are having a holiday special for Talks with Toss, and we decided to kick it off with Chris Malafunkshun Barnett.
Heyo.
Hey, and we're here at Custom Fitness, actually in the physical therapy clinic right now. And really what we wanted to do was highlight Chris's journey to a healthier lifestyle. So that's what we wanted to talk to him about.
guys.
And also celebrate over a couple of beers, you know.
Guys.
Living life.
Yeah, I had no idea. They Toss asked me to come on the podcast, and I didn't know what it was about, but they told me right when we showed up. But I've been coming again. I've been here a few times, and these guys, I gotta shout out Paul and Ryan because every time I need to get my act together, which has been a lot of times over the years. They're like, oh, here comes this guy again. Okay, yeah, no worries. Just come by. And it's always no worries. Just come by. And so it was that way again this time. For this is like my fourth or fifth. I'm gonna make a serious change, guys.
Well, what was different about this time?
What was different about this time, Toss, was I went to this is a little pandemic thing, guys. I don't know if you heard about this whole pandemic.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The spamdemic, like they call it. Well, all I did during the pandemic was basically eat, like stress eat, every kind of eat, and I didn't, like a lot of people, I didn't go to the doctor. And so about 3 months ago, I went to the doctor and I did the blood work before I went. And I was always borderline high blood pressure. But when I went this time, I was actually diagnosed with diabetes. So my A1C was like 7 point something. But my doctor said that he wasn't going to prescribe me anything. He said I could, but just get some exercise, change up your diet. And his advice to me was just cut everything in half. And I've never really been like, I love eating good food, but it's not really about the portions. It's just that there's this little thing that when you keep putting stuff in, but you don't do anything to like burn it off, I guess that's where I was at. And so I decided that I didn't want to just cut everything in half, that I wanted to kind of do an all or nothing because I don't want to, I kind of felt like if I cut everything in half, then it's that slippery slope I'm on and I keep getting worse. So, I mean, man, it was like a panic text. I texted Ryan. I was like, yo, man, I got this diagnosis of diabetes and doc's gonna give me 3 months to get the numbers down. He was like, well, let's start next week. And so I came by and it's been freaking hard. Yeah.
Chris, how long ago was that?
I was like, I think October 4th, maybe.
Oh, not too long ago.
Yeah, it was only a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about Custom Fitness is it's like 10 workouts in one. It really is.
No.
I mean that. Come on.
It's never that way.
But
Okay, it's like 20 workouts.
That sounds more accurate.
we keep everyone active.
Yeah, definitely. And for all skill levels, because I mean, my fitness level wasn't all that, but if you're committed and you show up, they always say like, oh, the hardest part is showing up. Well, that's a lie. Showing up is easy because you drive here. You know what I mean?
You put your shoes on.
Right? Yeah. The hardest part is what comes after you show up. You know what I mean? But the programming that these guys use, and you see it like with the people who walk into Custom Fitness, it's just really everybody from like, you got your rugby athletes, people who are like in prime shape, to people like me, to elderly people who are coming here for physical therapy. So the atmosphere has never really been intimidating. And I mean, if you show up and you want to put in the work, these guys will come up with a plan for you. And that's exactly what they did. So
I think for the plan for Chris, I think this time around, was right, Paul. All we wanted to do was go. I think the conversation with Paul was just behavior change. It wasn't anything special. We didn't change anything in terms of programming. We just wanted to make behavior changes. I think the first thing we said was, Chris, you gotta put down that fork.
Yeah.
And it was and I think that's Chris has been with us a few times, and he's done really, really good. Before we used to,
I was running 9 miles.
9 miles
dude. I was running 9 miles
Jeez.
at one point.
He was
It was
Running.
crazy. Yeah, running 9 miles.
Not walking,
I was
running.
there when Chris did his first half marathon, right?
Yeah.
Chris did a half marathon, and
I didn't
even
know
at
he did that.
at that,
Wow.
that point,
I did a
think
couple
he-
10Ks too. Don't
now-
forget the 10Ks
Yeah,
now.
the 10Ks. But now Chris has incorporated some behavior change. And,
Yeah.
and I think that's
Well,
the biggest point.
It is, and Ryan and Paul and everyone at Custom, they're really good at holding you accountable. And Ryan's right. I mean, I've come through here a bunch of times, and it's always been the same song and dance. Or no, I want to make a change. No, I want to do it. And then when the race is over, they never see me again. And so this time, I just kind of really thought that with diabetes, when you look at who's dying in this pandemic, it's God, the stats are it's
Those
crazy.
with comorbidities.
Right, especially diabetes. I think diabetes is the number one
Preventable
comorbidity.
diseases.
Right, and so for me, that was it. I just looked down the road, and then with everyone's got diabetes in their family history, and I work right next door to a dialysis center, and so I see these people with that end stage, it's tough diabetes coming through, and these people probably had their whole lives planned out. You know what I mean? They probably thought, oh, I want to get old, I want to be with my kids. They, there's things they could have done to prevent it. I mean, in some cases, right? And I just didn't want to be like that because my grandma died of diabetes, and I've seen it. And for me, that was a big difference. I'm 47, and I figured that, if I've already got it, if I don't do anything and do anything drastic, then, I'm going to be that guy who's getting, wheelchaired into the dialysis center. So for me, that was what was really different. I felt like I was at a point where if I just work hard now, it's better than trying to work hard when it's, worse.
Oh, yes. Always telling that to myself every time I walk into this door and walk into this gym, and I say, I really don't want to do Paul's crazy, outlandish programming.
I don't know what Paul's doing to you, Toss, but I watch your Instagram, and they're just making up stuff. They're like, okay, do this thing, but do a little hop before you.
Paul's mad the road. His wife's not here, so Paul's mad.
Yeah, he's just mad. He's trying to make
He's
people
taking
happy.
it out on everybody. He's projecting it on everyone through his programming. And we feel it. We all feel it. But I mean,
but I do it myself, so I'm okay. If you
You
can't
do.
practice what you preach, then get out of the room.
And
Yes,
that's really awesome. I mean,
exactly.
4 a.m., bro, that's not the best time to show up. But, when you do show up at 4 a.m., I mean, these guys are here. Now, let me ask you a question now. So what's it like doing programming for, just that the clientele that make up the Custom Fitness family? Because you've got everyone from, I've seen old ladies come through here to, people like me who are on the edge to, athletes. I mean, do you approach each thing the same, or how do you do it?
Well, I think me and Ryan, I'm very fortunate to have a PT as a brother, and so we always kind of collaborate on things. Definitely, in terms of the strength and conditioning portion, we already kind of had a blueprint the last 4 or 5 years as we've been open. So moving through there, we always have cycles of, of course, the main movements, hinge, deadlift, squat, whatever it might be. And then, of course, we have gymnastics days. So, and of course, your mixed modal, or we like to call it aerobic days. So we've kind of changed some of our programming in the last 2 or 3 years, especially as a pandemic hit. We moved to a more mixed modal lifestyle where basically, you can lift 2 or 3 days in the gym, but you can also do your workouts out of the gym. I think that's one thing, at least with the pandemic, it kind of helped us develop a little, not different philosophy, but better engage our athletes better. Because we've seen now with the pandemic, our athletes have other things that they're doing. For example, some of them picked up biking. Some of them picked up other sports during this pandemic. So now it's in essence, it's just we're now an accessory to that lifestyle. And of course, with the older generation, things like that. I mean, we have 3 or 4 different tracks going on at one time. We have Tossi's glute camp.
Yeah.
We have sports teams coming in, so they have their own track.
Yes.
And those are specific tracks to them. We have our strength and conditioning. We have our teens track. We have a hybrid track, which is basically for, I'm not going to say elder people, but it's more for higher functioning.
Right.
Or the novice type athlete.
And
Right.
definitely we have our own personal programming for our own other athletes. So, we have
They got it all going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, a lot of times, we throw around the term athlete, and anyone who comes into the gym
Is an athlete.
is an athlete.
They do athletic things
Everyone.
But, a lot
Every
right.
day you do something athletic.
So
I don't care
a
what
lot
you
of times
say.
a lot of times people are like, oh no, I'm not one of your athletes. I'm like, actually you are. Ideally, what you want to do is any time that you train, your training needs to be harder than anything you do in life. And then that way life is easy.
Exactly.
You know, that's where I think that we've definitely changed in the last, like Paul said, 2 to 3 years in terms of general programming for people. We've also developed individualized programming for people. So your programming is way different from
Anyone
everyone
else?
From the
else's.
glute camp, that's for sure.
Yeah. And Toss, you know, I mean, with the glute camp, I think that's a great example of how, as we start to kind of crawl out of this pandemic, people are really like, I mean, mental, physical health and awareness. I feel like it's in an all-time high. And I mean, you put on a glute camp for, you know, booty building, and the response was just, I mean, you had people coming out of the woodwork, right?
It was astronomical. No, but really, like, you know, so what I'm hearing from all the discussions that we've been having so far, it's not just only having that accountability from the coaches because, right, so Paul has accountability from Ryan and vice versa. I get accountability from them as my coaches, as colleagues, him and I as PTs, Ryan and I, and then also for me as a coach, for those who joined glute camp, for them as coaches, for those who do the hybrid, the regular strength and conditioning, the conditioning or the programming for specific teams, sports, and whatever the case may be, but also that consistency. So catering to the current circumstances, because nobody could go to the gyms at a certain point in time. And so they had to resort to body weight exercises.
Right.
But not everybody has that framework or that background to even look or know where to start. Or maybe there is, and it's overwhelming, all the workouts out there. But having some sort of structure, some sort of guidance, and some sort of community, which is what we build here throughout. No matter what glute camp, hybrid, strength and conditioning, it's about that community aspect and feeling like we can all encourage one another to be better, the best versions of ourselves. So that's really what I think, for as long as I've been with these guys, what they try to promote and highlight with their athletes.
That's it. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Boom,
I think also, Chris, we
dude.
noticed like with us, we're all kind of coaches and in our own different element. And clearly, like for example, when I go downstairs and I see Tossi's glute camp, I always make sure I make myself known. Hey, how's everything going? It's not like it's Tossi's program, but we always want to make sure on our end that everyone is happy. And if someone, you know, sometimes some athletes are, you know, they don't want to talk to the coach directly, you know, maybe on the sides, but we always have very good feedback. I mean, if every coach that we come across or that we have conversations with athletes, chat, things like that. I mean, we hardly get anything with maybe just the music. Besides that, I think we're like, you know, we all keep ourselves accountable to, like, you know, and that's the biggest thing with us, you know, we're always helping each other out. And you know, especially with Tossi just coming back, I mean, she brings a new life to this place. And believe it or not, we were coaching her
Since I was like 13 or 14 years old, man. 29.
29, so 16 years.
She's been with us for 16 years, and you know,
crazy.
It's crazy that, you know, we
Is that crazy that you coach her and then full circle she comes back as a doctor?
Oh, man.
I mean, like I said, I mean,
You guys feel old yet?
shit, I don't know. I felt it like 5 years ago, but I think it's just a true testament of something that I think when we first started this, that what me and Ryan wanted from this is being able to give back first to our community, and then the people that we support, that they come back and give back to the community.
That's what I was thinking about on my way down to record this. Is I was thinking about you guys and just like, I don't know if you guys ever get your propers, man, but I see how you help and have been helping so many athletes and people who, you know, don't necessarily play competitive sports, but just for many years. And when you come here, it really is like a family. And I could just see in the way that people look at you guys. They look at you guys like you guys are the head of the household, man. And then I could see the contributions you've made throughout the years with not just like the athletes, but with the programming. You're right. I mean, you guys like kind of lay a foundation, and it's stuck. You know what I mean? I mean, for people like me, I've never played organized sports in my life, and I could come in here at 4 a.m. and I feel like I could jump right in
and you can do a full squat.
Yeah, I can do a full squat. Yeah. What do you guys
with
say?
the barbell, nearly, you're getting started with the barbell and
Drop
the
it
plates.
down low.
Hey, listen, I don't know how you guys get up at 4 a.m. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, for as long as I played rugby, the few times when we had to be up at 4 a.m., literally the worst time of my life. I cannot get up.
The 4 a.m. is the start time, by the way. It's not the
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I'm up at 3:30 a.m. and then some of my teammates are up at
See
3:15.
this side of the table, like starting from Chris down here. We all have kids. So this is the only time that the we time.
But it's more than that, man. I feel like at 4 a.m. and I've been like, whenever I've come here, it's always been the 4 a.m. I feel like I'm beating the world. You know what I mean? It's like everyone's
You
still
are.
sleeping, and I'm
You
up,
really are.
I'm up and I'm driving, and I love driving. I love the morning air. I like coming out here and getting the sweat on and looking out at the
Sunrise.
ocean. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. is where it's at, guys. So, and for me, it's like I want to wake up and I want to get it over with. I don't want to have to go through work dreading like, oh God, I go to the gym at 5 o'clock. I mean, not that I don't love it, but you know what I mean. It's a great way to start the day.
Tell me how you really feel.
Well, you know what? One interesting thing for me is with these diets, right? So when I got my diagnosis, a lot of people are talking about diets, and there's so many. I mean, you guys know fad diets, right? From going back to
out
like
there. They are out.
I remember the Atkins diet, right? I don't know the difference between Atkins and keto, or it kind of seems like the same, but there's just always these diets that come and go, but they're really no substitute for like the hard work of going to the gym.
Okay, so speaking of that, Chris, let's kind of go back real quick. So when Chris caught us in October, what was your starting weight, Chris?
261.
261.
Yeah, 261-ish. Could have been more. Yeah.
Whole lot of love.
Current weight right now?
I don't know, like 241,
So
240.
we're roughly within 2 months,
Yeah.
probably 20 plus pounds. Any special diets, Chris?
Okay, I was on Boca for a couple weeks, but it wasn't anything. I wasn't vegan. It was just the wholesome plan, which is like kind of like
regular food.
It's the regular food.
Yeah, regular
It's
food.
regular food.
Regardless.
And I mean, the only dietary change I really did was in the first month, I totally eliminated rice and carbs. But as I worked out, you know, because it's all about like the number of calories or whatever. So I've allowed myself to have the rice. But yeah, I'm not on any special diet. To me, it's like people think that the diet is a silver bullet, but I know that there's just no substitute for the hard work.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah.
Exactly
Real
what
loud.
you just
Into
said?
the mic.
Yeah, you have to do the hard work. That's it. It's not. There's no easy way. I mean, even if you get on any of these like fad diets and you do drop the weight, you're not going to be healthy because you're not getting the exercise. To me, the way, like, I don't want to just lose weight. I want to feel strong. I want to feel fast. I want to feel good. And like Custom Fitness, man, I feel really good. Honest, guys, I feel good. I feel like places are harder where they used to be soft.
Wait, everybody feel.
Yeah, it's what I'm walking the dog. No, but it feels good, man. And dude, like if I could do
Everything
it,
feels harder than
Everything
soft.
feels harder when it was once
you
soft.
need to put that on a t-shirt, okay? But like if I could do it, guys, if I could do it, you could do it. And like I'm so hooked. Like I'm coming here at 1 PM just to get a sweat on. And that's the thing is like once you get into it, it really is addicting. And you see it. You see people in the community like they get fit and they get in shape and they just are just so happy. And so for me, the benefits of there's not just physical. It's like, man, a lot of people think like, it must be great. Well, not a lot of people, but sometimes people think like, oh man, it must be cool to be Malafunkshun, but not if you're fat and out of shape. It sucks. It sucks, dude. I felt like I was so down on myself. Like I look in the mirror, walk by the mirror, like, oh God, because I had this, you know, and it's not just like your looks. Like you could be working out and feel good.
Yeah.
But if you're not exercising, you're not feeling healthy, and you just look terrible and feel fat and gross and stuff, it just really, especially during this pandemic, it just all adds up and it just gets you down. And I'm just at a place now where I feel really good.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what it's all about. Like, I don't really care how I look. Like, the weight loss, I'm not so concerned about. But if I can come in here and I can put in a good workout for like an hour and I could just like be dripping, it feels good.
And I think a lot of people felt that way during the pandemic of just not happy with themselves.
Oh God, yeah.
Whether it be physically, mentally, because you can't enjoy the same things you used to do, like coming here to Custom Fitness and working out and whatever the case may be, or just indulging a little bit more than we should on the regular, right? But I mean, I remember we had the run for 21 and I was like putting in the miles because that was the most that I could do during the pandemic with the restrictions. Okay, putting in the miles and thinking, okay, I can eat whatever I want, blah, blah, blah. And I was still unhappy with how I looked and how I felt. And so, you know, numbers on the scale is a whole nother thing, but feeling like you're strong and you look good and you feel good and you accomplish something other than just doing the same thing every day, because running can get monotonous, let me tell you. And I'm sure you can speak, because I've never done a half marathon.
Running sucks. Like,
Running does suck.
Toss, you ever notice when you look at people who are running, they never look happy?
No, they never do. They never do.
They look so miserable.
We
They
all
look
hate
like
running here, but we program it all the time. I don't understand.
No, 400 meters, that's like the most you should run at any time. No offense. I mean, guys, run your lives away.
Chris, open that one for me, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, but I mean, right now I'm about 160 pounds. I'm the heaviest I've ever been, but I'm also the strongest. And I feel like I look the best I've looked in a long time. I look better than I looked when I was running. That's for sure. And so, you know, finding those things to feel good, to look good, it comes full circle when it comes to health and wellness.
No, I don't want to hate on running.
Run to 21. Don't forget we have that
Run
to
22.
22 guys.
Look at
Run to
that.
22. Sorry.
Well, you guys-
Run a ride to 22mileschallenge.com. You know we got to throw that in. Come on.
I need to sign up.
Tell me
man.
more about that though, because when I hear run to 22, I'm instantly intimidated.
No, I
Yeah,
mean it's the
me
same.
too.
It's the same. I think that what we saw was, you know, we partnered with Tom Ekagami from Trench Challenge, and we saw that there was a need for also the biking portion. So we did a 100, 200, 300 run challenge, but
Yeah.
then now we've done a ride challenge as well.
I saw that.
So
People are biking too, right?
No,
yeah.
I think
Does that
I'm
make
gonna
you guys feel good when you look around? You see, like, I mean, even if they're not necessarily coming to custom, but like the people want to go out and be fit.
You know, I think people like there's a big misconception out there, like, you know, that, you know, with this whole thing about going to a specific gym. We don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we throw events. You know, we throw uproar events that will cater to everybody, and that's just it. Seeing people just out there challenging themselves, getting themselves healthy. I think that's where it's at. I mean, just you know, you as a prime example, right?
Yeah.
I got to say though, custom's the best. Like, I'm just
Does
saying.
that mean you're doing a four?
Come on.
Wait, like hosting it?
No,
No.
Oh, yeah, I want to join. I want to do something. Yeah.
Wait, what about the sleigh games?
Yeah, there's sleigh games. Sleigh games.
Oh, that's
December
it.
18th.
Uproar sleigh
Uproar
games.
sleigh games,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're gonna slay the
Excuse
sleigh
me.
games.
I've had too many. I have too many of these.
I'm drinking from Island Beverage right now. This is a Game of Thrones
Yes.
Ghost Visions lager. Winter is coming.
I don't know, like if
Here.
Ghost
What do you
Visions is
got?
a very great name for drinking beer because
I don't
does that
really-
mean after we drink it we get
That's from SD.
Or maybe you're
That's
gonna
from
get
San Diego?
ghosted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
619.
Another
don't
Shout out
watch
to all my
that.
family over there in San Diego. Okay, West Coast, Best Coast.
This is good.
It's
How would you describe it? What kind of beer is this?
So
Wait, why did you? Oh, wait, I asked for this one. Never
yeah.
how
mind.
many I
You
can
want that
drink
one or you-
before I pass
You know,
out.
why not?
This is-
I'm
what is
gonna
this?
try. I want to try it.
I like this. It tastes nice and
beer in an empty cup.
I feel like
Hope
I
you
could
got
drink
that
this in a
one
big
on audio.
mug.
It's
That was
about
a good
4.5, so it's good. Maybe about 15 of these, I'll be good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, the most ironic part, we're talking about health and wellness, right? But we're drinking beer. But
Right.
you have to, you know,
It's all about
Balance.
balance.
Yes.
Balance.
Yep.
Balance.
You know, there's people out there that
Can we make a
and
t-shirt?
by the
Can we
way,
make a
but
t-shirt?
there's people
Balance?
out there
It's all
that-
about
hey,
balance?
by the way, that you need to live this 100% life. Tell you
Yeah.
what, for those people out there, fantastic. Do what you do. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate it. Support you.
Yes.
But
It's
at
a
the same
great
time,
thing. I commend you.
0.00001% of the population.
But
Great job.
okay,
I
guys. Like,
commend
This is
you.
Guam. This is Guam, and 80-20 is good for us.
right. No, but I want to be like you guys because you guys are at that point where you can drink beer and it doesn't even like dent
No,
your
I mean,
system.
no,
Wait,
Don't get us wrong.
41 years
Whoa.
old. Yes, I do got that. Don't worry.
You don't got nothing
I
there,
got
bro.
that. I got that. But
But between me and Paul, I don't know who eats more tuna packets.
yeah,
I really don't know.
But see, here's my balance, right? Me and Tassi competing. Which tuna packets taste the best?
Well,
Like,
I
what's
know
in the
there's a
packet
Korean one. I
Is
never
that-
tried it.
She never tried the Korean one.
I don't do tuna
I
packets.
just Starkiss.
Yep.
Shout out to Starkiss. Please sponsor me.
Those are
I would like to get sponsored by Starkiss. Please.
Those are like, so we compete which tuna packets taste the best after.
Yes. So I mean, like, yeah, balance, but like,
Yeah.
on the weekends, right, or even throughout the week, right? We enjoy, we indulge. You know, there was someone brought donuts. There's donuts downstairs. There's donuts downstairs.
One of our clients, yeah?
Yes,
So-
yes. And I mean, we're not gonna not eat donuts.
Right. Yeah.
you
I think
know?
that's the challenge. Is a lot of people think it's all or nothing, right?
No, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that way. You know, I mean, I think that's one thing that I think that, you know, people that are, especially in the health and wellness or fitness business, whatever it is, they try to do that 100% stuff. And I think that living here in Guam, growing up on Guam, it doesn't work that way. It just you believe what you want to do and do all the
Yep.
things that you want.
Oh
to do.
boy, you're on a diet. Go, no,
But
go
guess-
be on a diet. Be on a diet. Don't eat nothing. No, don't eat
But
my
guess what?
cookies. It's okay. Be on your diet. Be on your diet. It's okay.
Tuna packet.
or being a little bit more intentional. So we know proteins, they are more filling. So maybe starting with that, or having a bottle of water wouldn't
Can you
freaking
guys-
kill you to
the
have a
protein
bottle of
thing?
water before you eat or something like
Right.
that,
Yeah.
right? It
So is there
wouldn't kill you.
protein in here?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
I think you consumed enough protein.
Did you?
Not tuna packets. Not tuna packets, everybody. Not tuna packets. I like these guys. We should do more holiday specials.
Yeah.
Even when the holidays are over.
If there's beer, it sounds like a win.
Yes.
How's
yes.
that acai?
Yes. So this is from the Guam Brewery. Papa acai, or what did you guys say earlier?
Acai.
It's a guy.
We never seen that C with the little thing on the bottom.
All of a sudden.
Yep.
It's sweeter. So it's a hazy IPA brewed with acai, strawberries, and blueberries. This is my kind of jam. I like smoothie beers. I like fruit beers, sours. This is yes. Yeah.
Can is nice.
Look at Ryan shaking his head. Well, that one time, Ryan, right? So Ryan came for my graduation. When I graduated from PT school, I took him to all the popular breweries.
Oh,
and
wow.
A lot of the popular ones were similar to this. Like, so the fruity type, smoothie
It was
type
like
beers.
fruit is for sangrias.
But let me tell you,
way.
they are strong.
Oh, they're strong.
Very strong.
Guys, we're talking about like 11, 12% alcohol.
Whoa.
So I'm over there,
So
I'm
Ryan
like
drank
putting them
half
back,
of
and they've
it?
had like 3, and they're like,
Did Ryan do the zombie eyes?
yes, he did. He's like, Dr.
My
Hands.
eyes
I
roll
just
behind,
burped.
so
Dr. Hands
it's not
over
the fact
there.
that I slur my speech or anything like that. My eyes roll behind my head.
Yeah.
He looks through you.
He's been drinking all day and he's
He
like,
doesn't
he
even
seems
see
really
you.
sober.
Like John Cena.
I'm good. I'm good.
He's
for
good.
today.
He's
I'm
good. He's good. He's good. These guys are probably going to go like after this, right?
No, we're gonna
Oh, no.
Oh, this
No.
no.
Oh,
This
12-ounce curls, bro.
happy hour after this. 4
It's
o'clock.
Friday.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday, the day after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
guys. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
Enjoy.
How hard do you have to work to get that reward of the beer or the happy
It's all
hour?
about balance. I
Yeah.
think, Chris, in terms of like the thought process, I think that's where people go wrong because how hard do I have to work out? It's not how hard. It's remember you have 24 hours in a day. Remember, it's all about balance. So first and foremost, sleep takes number one priority. How much do you sleep? From there, I get up. What do I need to do? Eat and drink. How much water are you taking in? And then in terms of eating, what's my consumption of calories? From there, you have your activity level. What am I doing today? Am I going to work out? I'm going to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Am I going to work?
Most
from
jobs
there-
are sitting too. So
Guess what? And that's a 24-hour cycle. So if you can balance that 24 hours in a day, then guess what? You'll be okay. The problem is that people say, I'm gonna like slay 3 days straight in the gym. And guess what? By Thursday, their CNS is fried. They
Yeah.
literally don't do anything for the next 4
that's
or 5
central
days.
nervous
That's
system
hard.
for those who don't understand what a CNS is.
That's hard. That's hard.
So that's why you see people like, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And four straight days, Monday comes, they're just spent already.
Yeah, and you see it all the time. People
Yeah.
who are like ripped, shredded, and they like do 2-a-days, and like,
Yeah.
but it's not
big for
sustainable.
nothing. Yep. You're
And
big
then
for
you see
nothing.
And that's the key. It's sustainable.
Yeah, you see them a month later, and they've put on 20, 30 plus pounds, and it's
Yep,
like, for
yep.
what?
Don't be ripped, guys. Moral of the story: don't be ripped.
Just be sustainable. Remember, we come from, put it this way, unless you're going to compete for bodybuilding, do you have
Yeah.
to be that ripped? Like, you can carry some body fat. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay.
It's
There's
healthy.
power in the power.
It's healthy. There might be
I
a
call it-
winter.
I call it my power pouch.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
power
It's
pouch.
healthy,
Guys,
My
if there's
power
winter, I'm gonna be the man, dude. I got all the. I got
pouch.
all.
Lean
all
body
the
fat.
we're ready to hibernate.
Yeah,
Talk
guys.
about diet. Yeah. See?
No, but you know what you're
Here.
saying about it's so easy to, because he had me on a where it was like Thursday and then Friday had an easy day, but then it was like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and like, bro, I die when it's 4 days, and I'm just
Yeah.
at home, like,
Ooh.
you know what I mean?
You get the sign.
So I had to add an extra day
You got the sign.
because that's tough. It's like when
Right,
You're
like
right.
consistency,
Yeah, so
because
like-
if you're consistent 3 days versus trying to do 4 days and then you don't show up the
Right,
next
yeah,
week because
yeah.
you're fried, then how sustainable is it? It's not possible.
I think one of the big things is that people always overestimate, right? What how many calories they burn.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, literally.
oh, bro, that's the worst.
No, they overestimate and then they underestimate
How much they eat.
So it's this polar opposites.
Dude.
And I think that there's a lot of people that like, hey, by the way, I'm going to go on a treadmill.
I don't even
for
want to look at
30
this.
for 30 minutes.
I don't want
No,
to.
but sometimes like,
the mindset is, if I burn 150 calories, I can drink a beer. Or like, that shouldn't be the idea.
No, yeah, exactly.
You don't work to lose that. You just
So well, the problem is they don't know their rest of metabolically.
and then,
How many calories is this beer?
but right, Chris, depending on the goals too. Like, so for me, when I was powerlifting, I had to eat copious amounts of protein. People ask me, what is the secrets to developing larger glutes? You got to eat a lot of protein.
Yeah,
You got to
so
eat a
the
lot of
protein-
carbs. You got to eat a lot.
You ate a lot of meat?
You know what? I did. I
A lot
did.
of fish.
Wait, what kind of question is this?
I don't know. I feel like there's some unsubtlety.
I know
going
what you're
on
talking
here.
about. I see you. I see you both.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything.
You eat meat and fish?
Just be
Poultry.
aware.
What about poultry, guys? It's safe. It's right in the middle. No,
No, I'm picking up what you two are putting down. All right.
So-
I've
but
had.
how much protein?
How much
Toss?
protein we're eating?
Okay.
So right now I'm 160 pounds, and I think I had to eat at least 150 grams of protein.
So they're roughly about almost 1.0
Yes.
grams per body.
Yeah, per pound. And
That's
so
crazy.
think about it. A tuna packet. I always use the tuna packet as an example. Is only 17 grams
Yeah.
of protein. Your typical protein shake is only 20 to 30 grams.
Right. So
That's not a lot.
Because I got with the protein, can you do like 3 scoops and just get it over with?
No,
No, your body doesn't process it that way.
Yeah.
Same-
Especially when it's non-consumable. Just
And then for someone like me, no protein, like what?
protein, bro.
Well, remember,
What
it
kind
is. You mean like supplements?
Fish or
Yeah,
Fish or-
fish heavy diet.
Meat or
some
fish
chicken, maybe?
fish heavy diet.
Some-
Yep.
I love this. We should do this more often.
Yeah, but what about the protein?
So on average, 1.0 pound, 1.0 grams maybe
Yeah.
per pound.
Yeah.
As like normally, and
That's
then
crazy.
as
So,
you begin
like-
to get more intense and you want to put on more weight, like 1.2
More
to
muscle
1.5
in particular.
per
Yeah.
pound.
So for me, like if I don't take protein and I just keep working out, what's going to happen to my body?
I mean, it just and ladies and gentlemen, I think the biggest
Yeah.
thing is that everyone responds differently to exercise. I think that's
Mm-hmm,
what makes exercise cool. Like, hey, by the way, like you could be doing 100 burpees, I could be doing 100 burpees. How your body responds,
Yeah, my body responds by dying. I'm like 50. I'm like,
but that's
Yeah.
just it. So
Yeah.
in terms of how the adaptation, right? So we talk about long-term adaptation. So for us, the adaptation is what we're looking for. So it really just depends on how your body responds. So it's not a clear-cut, cookie-cutter thing. So it's just how you respond.
I think the biggest change that I'm proud of is my man boobs. I'm gonna go there, dude. Like my man, I'm sorry, guys, but when you look in the mirror and you got man boobs, that will just bring you down.
So like
it
when you talk
will.
about man boobs, we're talking about like.
I'm talking about like they were like lesbians.
They
would-
jiggle
would-
when you
that was-
run.
yeah,
They jiggle when you run.
and they still kind of do, but they're like they're way down.
Okay.
That's all. That's what I want.
I don't
say.
even
But
know what to
no,
say after
I
this.
don't say anything, Toss. I'm just saying, like as a man, like especially sitting next to these two, like Brendan. When you look in the mirror and you see the man boobs, dude, that's just real talk. It will
Listen,
bring you down. How can you feel good about yourself when you
Yeah.
go to the side and you're like, oh.
The point being, right, there's always an opportunity for you to make some positive behavioral lifestyle
something out of the
changes.
day.
That's a t-shirt right there.
You-
No more man
And
boobs.
it can be very simple steps. And so speaking of steps, I think you did, right, Ryan or Paul, one of you, correct me if I'm wrong, you told Chris that he should be getting X amount of steps per
Yes.
day.
So,
Yeah, oh.
Chris,
Something very simple that
we
everybody can do for the most
individualized-
part.
Yeah. So we do individualized programming.
Yep.
And for Chris, so every day, so on the days that he's not here, Chris, what's your goal?
10,000 steps.
Have you been doing it?
Okay.
Oh, the beard?
Dude, can you see? Can you check that?
Help the truth
How do you
come
check
out.
that?
Which?
The
steps.
10,000. Like you can check my steps.
Yes.
your-
I mean, I can.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so.
Okay,
Well,
so let
if
me
you
be
share
honest,
your activity
guys.
levels with iPhones.
And I'll tell you because I want to just be honest. I haven't been doing the 10,000 steps,
Amen.
but I have been putting in extra workouts on my days off.
Yes. That's
So,
good.
I mean, I don't know if that's a trade-off.
Give and
but
take. Give and take. Silence. Silence.
Hey,
No, I'm not saying I haven't been doing it at all. I'm just saying that
You just talk about consistency. I mean, that's what the word is. I think that like
that's
I mean,
a lot of
just-
steps, man. Especially
It
if
is a
you're on
lot.
your phone because I don't have the pedometer. So I got this. He made me download this app on my phone, but if I don't have my phone on me and I
don't
take
have-
like 8,000 steps, it doesn't even read. And then I want
Because that's
if I-
what he's doing.
right
Every day.
Every day. at
Every
minimum.
day. He's leaving his
Minimum.
phone and he's
You need to
walking.
start investing in some technology.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
research out there that for those who
These
have
guys have the-
smartwatches, on
Right.
average, they walk 400 steps more than those who do not.
Do you have a smartwatch?
I do, but I'm not wearing it for this specific
These two got
podcast.
the smartwatch.
Guys, if anyone out there
I
wants
also
to
have my
sponsor
phone.
Chris,
Yeah.
he needs a watch.
Do you guys? What do you guys sell here? You sell
The
the,
My Zone, we sell My Zones.
What's that?
So it's like an activity tracker. So basically, it just goes through.
Okay, can I just ask you the real question? Like, if I buy one of those My Zones, because I see it up on the TV when I work out, am I going to be like the lamest? Because I don't want to buy
No.
something where I'm going to be like Chris, 12%.
No.
No. That's not how it works.
I think it's a fun tool that we've used because you get to interact with people who are in the gym as well, and it's like a positive reinforcement type of thing. So people are liking your workout for that day. They're seeing what you're doing. You're seeing what they're doing, and
I'm just scared because I feel like I'm really working hard. Like I feel it.
I'm gonna tell you
but
this,
I don't want to
Chris.
look in the My Zone
You're
and it's
working
going to be
hard,
like
Chris.
nothing.
Chris is
so we
working
call this
hard,
the red
people.
line crew when your heart rate's at the
Yeah.
red.
oh, that's me. Oh no, I'm right there with you.
But
Chris.
how do you mean
I'm red line crew.
100% for-
I'm red line crew.
Like, dude, you're not supposed to be 100%. So yeah, don't worry, you'll be in the red line crew. We'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
so
team-
that what it
We're
is.
team red line. We're
The more
team
out
red
of shape
line.
you are, the faster your red line.
Well, technically, yes. So,
Yes. All I did was powerlifting for a while, so
Wow.
that's
What
probably why I redlined.
Okay, so for like me personally, right? Because I've thought about this, like the end goal. Like, what's my end goal? Like, I want to be at a place where I can eat Tanaktak and like, oh, well, Tanaktak, it's a roll right off me.
That's a toughie.
I think that is definitely a tough question.
But because I asked you about the powerlifting thing,
yeah,
Ooh, you want to do powerlifting?
I was like, okay, powerlifting.
You wanna do powerlifting?
They're a little
Let's just
thick.
Move barbells.
Because I felt like, okay, maybe I don't. If I
Let's
become,
get it.
Comfortable with the barbells?
I don't know.
You would like the thicker or the thinner one?
I like the thinner one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean like the smaller girth?
Yes.
The deadlift one has a little bit more grip, so like it roughens the hands.
My hands are pretty rough though.
Okay.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little rough.
I put coconut oil though.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
I do. It's a secret, guys. Put coconut oil.
Oh, I think we're
On the barbell.
directly on. Wait, like, is this before or after you lift?
I feel like I'm getting bullied here.
No,
No, because the powerlifting thing, it's like when you look at the powerlifters, they're no offense.
No
they're
offense.
like thicker.
Wait, why am I
right?
supposed to take offense?
No, you're not. But I'm just
No,
saying.
I want to be very clear.
No, I'm just
I
saying,
like
like, I
being
feel
thicker,
like I
and
don't
I think the general public likes that I'm thicker as well.
No, people like thick, but I'm
They
just
do.
saying, like, I wouldn't have to lose as much weight if I become a powerlifter.
Listen, in high school, I was probably like $115. When I started training with these guys, I shot up 135, and then I think when we were doing really heavy, like high performance stuff, 145. Powerlifting, 160. And I mean, I like how I look.
Toss, I was 115 in high school too.
Well, you were 115 in high school?
Can you believe it? Yeah.
I'm
I
impressed.
ate high school me.
So Chris, the answer to the question is that
Like, what's the end
you
game?
need to get to 115.
There is
That's
no
what-
end game,
okay,
Chris.
That's it.
There is no end game. How long have these guys been athletes?
I know.
They've been multi-sport
Yeah.
athletes as well.
That's what I mean, though. I'm like, I want to keep coming all the time.
I think, Chris, the idea is you need to anytime we sit down with our clients, it's always about goals, short-term, long-term goals. So, I mean, always have those long-term goals that I'm not gonna say are unattainable, but things that you have to keep striving for. That little building blocks. I think that's for you. That would be the goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but okay, so like in my mind, because my mind's really active, like sometimes I'll tell myself, like, okay, if I didn't even come to the gym today, I would have just laid around, but I came to the gym and I broke a sweat and I'm good, right? But I never want to just have a low bar. I want
Low
to, I
standard.
mean, I'm not saying I don't want to be on you guys' level because I know what is sustainable, but
Well, no,
Like,
but I think also from
it's relative,
I
though.
think I
It's
think Toss is
relative.
right. It's relative. I think that as you begin to age, right, your goals will change and they will differ. So an
Exactly.
example, like
Exactly.
right? I mean, you still have young kids.
yeah.
So I think literally an easy goal is to be able to, hey, by the way, I want to go play with my kids at the
Be around
Yeah,
for
but
them.
I can
Be
do that.
around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but not feel like ass the next day.
Right.
What
yeah.
were you trying to
No, I'm
find a
already there. I
different-
mean, I feel like with
A different adjective, Ryan?
Yeah. Feel like S.
Feel like
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So,
ass.
but
Good. Very good, very good.
that should be the goal should be centered around what you're striving for in life. That's what it is. That's. I mean, you have young
Whatever
kids.
that may be.
Well, I saw
that
you
time in your life.
walking a dog this morning, so maybe running with a dog.
I feel good. I feel good.
He's walking dogs. He's
walking
dogs. Man, how big is that dog?
Yeah, what kind of dog do you have?
He's a bully. He's an American bully. His name is
Okay.
Blue. He's a sweetheart. Yeah.
Oh,
That's nice.
that's
but-
cute.
Just align stuff with your goals, and remember, as you like Ryan said, as you age, like I'll give you a prime example for us. I mean, in our from 16 years old to about 30 years old, we wanted just to be athletes, like
Yeah, I
out
know.
the door
I
kind
know.
of shit, right? And
But I
then-
never had that.
you
Like
know?
from 16 to 30, I was just lucky to be skinny. And I mean, I did a little bit of grappling, but I'd never been like
Whoa, you grapple, dude?
grapple.
Whoa, you grapple?
Grapple. Grapple.
Whoa.
You're black belt in grappling?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
No. But I've never been like athletic. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like
Whatever.
I see
You've
it.
been athletic.
Like I
Don't
see
say
it. Like,
that.
I want to
Relative, so
become
it's
like,
relative to whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, pick up a new sport and they'd be like, by the way, hey, so my goal is I want to get better in this sport. So that's a
but
great
what
goal.
sport? Like, 'cause-
It's up to you.
I think knuckle puck.
wait, what?
What is knuckle puck?
Say it one more time for the audience. Knuckle
Knuckle
puck.
puck.
What is knuckle puck?
I don't know.
What the
I mean,
heck
it's
is
just
knuckle
Like a drinking game.
First thing that came to my mind, knuckle puck.
Knuckle
It's
puck.
like- it's like
Why
pocket-
did that come to your mind?
I don't know, like pocket pool.
Well, look
I
at
don't know.
volleyball though. Look
What
at
about
volleyball.
badminton or like, like...
Badminton, wild toss.
I like
Talk about aiming
badminton.
low.
Badminton's hard. Have you ever tried?
No, I never.
It's
Yeah.
freaking hard.
I just know that it's played with
But
a
if you want to
shuttlecock.
ever,
Wow.
shuttlecock.
I'm trying to
That's what it's
discredit
called, yeah.
badminton.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it. Just Like I feel like I got to wear the little tennis outfit.
I'm sorry, guys. We're being distracted right now. There's one of the
There's a
other,
legend, a male stripper legend in here.
Hey, shout out to Shane Munoz because I didn't shout him out earlier on Uno Mix, and I forgot because he told me to, and I forgot. So
But you
shout
know,
out to Shane
volleyball,
Munoz.
volleyball, it seems like a sport where you don't got to be like that. Like, no,
Wait,
I'm just saying.
you want to discredit?
No.
I think Big just gave you a look, bro.
Can I just
Big just
explain?
gave me like, what are you talking about?
I
I
just
did that
wanna
with my
explain,
family.
guys.
What's
I'm
going
I
on?
just want to say to all the
talking
volleyball
about-
players out there, it's an amazing sport. It's tough.
It's tough.
It's challenging.
Because the volleyball people train here at 4 a.m. And I'm like, bro, what kind of volleyball are these guys playing? Like, do they fight after the game? Because like, you really need to be doing all that stuff
Well,
for volleyball?
so Chris, remember in terms of international competition, it's evolved in the last 15 years. So I mean, strength and conditioning is one of their number one aspects. What was besides skills aspect, you know, I mean, it's huge in development. So it's come a long way in terms of any sporting event. You know, now you know a lot of things are involved in terms.
And
of
that's just
monetary
made
aspect,
competition like across the board in every sport that much better because that's what everyone says when they compare like, oh, can you imagine though if Babe Ruth went to custom? How badass
What?
he would be.
First and foremost, I want to be Babe Ruth. I would be his drinking coach.
I was about to say.
I don't want to be his.
We're gonna kick back. We're gonna kick back. We're gonna
No,
kick
but
back.
everybody is like the strength and conditioning foundation for like all athletes. Is
No
really
matter what,
raised up, right?
no matter what sport.
Yeah.
And I always say you can't go wrong going strong. Like you really
you
can't.
can't.
No
Even
matter
in
what.
badminton.
Oh, like Rico can't
Even
go
that-
wrong going long.
For him specifically,
Yes.
you cannot go. Wait, what was it?
Can't
Oh,
go
I've had
wrong
too many beers.
Going long.
Can't go wrong going long.
Shout out to
Ladies
the
and
Custom
gentlemen,
Fitness
shout
staff
out,
here.
yes, Rico Diaz. Wait,
Custom
what is
Fitness
it? Chad
staff.
Michael?
Chaz Michael Diaz.
Chaz
with
Michael.
a Z. Chaz Michael Diaz.
When he's angry.
Has a very lucrative side career. So.
Yes, and everybody else here, all the staff here at Custom Fitness, you guys are awesome,
Who's
and
the
you
guy
make this possible.
downstairs on the weekdays.
I'm sorry.
the small little Chinese boy.
The small
Rio.
Chinese.
He's actually Japanese, right?
No, I know,
And he's
but
actually an amazing employee.
he can lift like 400 something pounds.
He's-
I know,
He's
that's
also
why-
a power
like a
lifter.
little guy.
That's
Yes.
why I call him small little
And
Chinese
so
boy.
he and I.
He had a card. The beer I brought it in a box, and he was like, "Hey, did you want to throw this away?" And he was holding it. And I was like, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna stand in the intersection with a sign?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put like donate to the little poor Chinese boy."
Wait, help! I'm Chinese.
Yeah,
Yes, no.
he's not even Chinese.
He's not Chinese,
He's not
guys.
Chinese, he's Japanese.
Yes,
Homies.
Believe it or
Yes.
not, he's a former
extremely
PT.
strong.
Client.
PT
He was a
client.
client.
He's a
He
soccer
player. And he is a soccer player.
He got into really. He was actually the MVP from FD
Yeah.
that year, and about a week later, he got into a really really bad car accident.
Like
Ended
a
up just
fracture of the tibia?
Yeah, like his
you told
one
me?
leg. Yeah, one leg is just was shot, and he came in here, and that's one of the true testaments of you can't go wrong getting strong,
No, you
because we
can't.
literally would harp on, hey, you need to be lifting more than this girl that you're working next to.
Or even like the forces, or even.
Oh,
like
you got him with that one?
Yes, because literally a girl was lifting more next to
outlifting
her.
him.
Yes, no,
Outlifting him.
I mean,
he was lifting with another two
Oh, Lord.
people with him. One of them was a female, and she was lifting more than him.
and so guess what? He became after that. He became a powerlifter. And look
Yeah.
at him now. Like
The old guilt trip, the Claros guilt trip.
Yeah.
But you think about all the forces that go through your body every day, standing, walking, running, like you have to be able to tolerate those things. And as an athlete for him, powerlifting was definitely
That's
an
crazy.
easy window, like a way to go into getting stronger. And so like for him and I, we're both starting weightlifting with Paul as our coach. Something we haven't really done in the past, at least not consistently like now. So we've
guys have to
done
do
all
WODs?
types of different sports.
Do you do WODs in weightlifting?
Nope.
Not really.
Oh, so
no.
there's no so power. That's what I'm telling you. This powerlifting thing.
powerlifting and weightlifting,
I-
Olympic
I'm
weightlifting.
not gonna lie.
Too, right?
I
See,
miss-
think I wear the belt. It covers my stomach.
I do miss powerlifting a little bit because it's not as technical as weightlifting. It's really hard, but I like the challenge.
On
of
Saturdays
weightlifting.
at 9 a.m. we do have our
barbell club.
CFGM barbell
Yes.
club. We do have a WOD after that, so that's how we kind of
But I
trick
never
people
do
to get in
those.
shape, yeah.
I never do those.
Elsie's like, I think I'm sore from Friday, so I'm just
This
gonna-
is me when the WOD starts.
Cheers.
This is me.
Cheers.
Cheers,
By the way,
everybody.
how are these beers, guys?
Cheers. It's
They're
really
good.
good.
And who is this from again, by the way?
This is from Island Beverage Guam Brewery.
Yes.
Thank you, boss.
Yes,
Great-
thank you,
great
everybody,
beers.
for the
Did you guys
beers.
try that stout?
No,
That's the last one on the. That's
yes.
gonna be the last one
I'm not
before.
gonna lie, I'm not a very stoutish person, so.
nor am I.
Look at me. I'm stout. I stouted out. My kids.
So
tell
what
me
kind of
when
other forces do you have to prepare for, Tossie?
You know what?
What kind of
No
forces?
comment. And no comment. No comment. I'm just
checking,
gonna
'cause I'm
double
looking
fist
at-
here.
When you
okay?
said forces, I'm looking at Rico. He's like,
Oh boy.
oh boy, it's coming. It's coming.
But-
Coming from behind.
Really?
Really?
It's coming from behind.
It's coming.
Oh God, guys.
I don't want to be involved with any of this come from behind stuff.
Well, for example, right, Ryan, like running is like basically single leg hopping. And when you talk about the force, it's anywhere between 3 to 4 times your body weight going through your legs.
Even up to about maybe 5 to 7 actually. You know?
Yeah.
Can you tell me that? So like, let's say I start at 261, and then if I lost like
Oh, no,
about
math.
20, how many pounds per square inch off my running?
Roughly
is that?
around 160 pounds per.
It's a lot,
Yeah,
right?
that's a whole lot. So
No,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the first thing that anyone should do, obviously, if they're having any type of aches and pains, especially in the knees and ankles, is weight loss.
Weight loss.
Easy. It's
Yeah.
easy.
No one wants to
No,
hear
weight
it.
loss is not easy.
I mean, just in terms of the easy things, it's not about.
Simple solution. Not easy to achieve.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So
But if you just keep going, guys, I mean, honest, the weight loss is like drink up water. Like, okay, so I feel like I did have some, even though you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at me, I did have some advantages. I drink only coffee and water. Like, I don't drink soda.
How much water do you drink a day?
I drink about.
Oh, this is good for
a
pelvic floor
few
stuff
flasks.
too.
Yeah, but I've been reading something about. Are we now thinking that people drink too much water?
no.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I was like,
no.
okay.
That is quite the opposite.
It should be for every pound of body weight, it's 1 ounce.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah, I
be
drink
Should
a
be an
lot of
ounce.
water.
Should be an ounce.
Should be an ounce.
And if you're active, and
If you're active, you add another
it's
third.
1.5. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
So I
one
don't
and a
drink
half.
soda at all.
Other ways to look at it is like 60% of your body weight in ounces.
Yeah.
So if I weigh 100, well, 50 to 60. So
Yeah.
if I weigh
Minimum, yeah.
150 pounds, that's half of that in ounces. So half of, I can't do math right now, guys. I've had too much
120
beer.
ounces, right? Yep.
Half of 150 is 75. 75. So 75 ounces.
Should be
so
your
that's
minimum.
like at least 8 glasses of water.
That's your minimum.
So this
they
is
say, right?
yeah. And by the way, if you don't know what glasses or ounces is, roughly a gallon is about 128.
How many ounces is this beer?
I don't know.
About
That's
a
like
gallon of
3.84
water.
liters.
So
Yeah.
you should drink a gallon of water a day.
3.7 liters? Yeah, 3.7, something like that.
Yeah.
But if you drink like caffeine or anything that messes with the water, do you have to drink more water?
No, you know what? Before, a lot of times before they used to say with that caffeine or like the teas or coffees were diuretics, but it shows that it's really not that.
God, they were lying. It's
Irritants.
like everything's a lie.
Diuretics. There's a difference between irritants and diuretics.
Yeah, so it's just
What's the difference?
that
So, okay,
they
riddle me this, Toss. So if I drink half a cup of coffee on my way to the gym, and then I drink the uplift, and then I drink the recover after, does the coffee just flush everything out?
No.
Oh.
No.
because it's still considered a fluid ounce. It
I
just
was like, you intake it, right? It doesn't just stay separate in your stomach.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
But is a diuretic like flush
But no,
out vitamins, or-
before they used to think that it really was like it really had a huge impact on total volume. But honestly, what they're doing is it doesn't really have that impact that they
like-
thought that it was before.
From like a pelvic floor perspective, one third of it has to be water, and then the rest is up to you where that water comes from,
That's-
or where the
okay.
fluids come from, not water, where the fluids come from.
Are we going to try that program?
The pelvic floor perspective.
Hey,
I never heard
guys.
that said out loud. From a pelvic floor perspective.
Wow, really, guys? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
When in doubt, kegel it out.
No,
No,
that's a whole different conversation, guys. We will save that for another episode.
You want to talk about men's health real quick? Thoughts?
Yeah, let's go.
Rectal exams? Rectal exams?
Let's talk about men's health.
I think
okay,
Chris-
Well,
okay.
I've-
So let me
to
tell
be
you.
fair-
I think
to be
Chris-
fair, I've only
I got a
treated like
story.
3 men.
So, but I think Chris wants an internal exam.
I got
Oh,
a
you
story
do?
though. I got
So
a story.
Oh, you do?
tell a story.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
what's the story?
Okay, it's a hemorrhoid story.
Okay.
Have you had a hemorrhoid story on here before?
No.
Is it?
No, we haven't. To be
is it
clear, we have
off-color?
never had a hemorrhoid story on Talks with Toss.
But is that in your realm of expertise? As a
Ask
doctor?
Ryan.
Okay. So anyway, I had hemorrhoids. But I was scared because when you see blood in your stool or whatever,
Yeah.
and
It's
you Google
off-putting.
it, you're gonna die tomorrow. So anyway, I did have the blood in my stool, and I ended up making an appointment for it. I went to the doctor, and the doctor was basically like, "How long do you sit on the toilet?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. It's the only place I can get away from my kids, so pretty long." And he's like, "Yeah, you're only supposed to sit on the toilet for 2 minutes." And I was like,
That's
"What,
not
really?"
true.
No, so this is what he said. He was like, "Wait till
That
you
is
have
not
to
true,
go,
people.
go in there and go and get out." And so I was like, so I don't have like colon cancer? And he was like, no, if the blood is bright red, then
You just
whatever. So I've been doing the 2 minutes thing and I haven't had any blood come out of my thing.
Where's this podcast episode going?
But
How many years have you had,
I'm
Chris?
supposed to have a colonoscopy, right?
Yes.
So, but because the doctor, I guess, just assumed that it was because I'm spending too much time on the toilet, I haven't got the call back for the colonoscopy.
By the way, I'm just like you, Chris. I spend a lot of time on the toilet
Right.
to stay away from my kids.
Right. Yeah.
Don't tell my wife that. She knows that already.
I think everybody does that.
She knows that already, but yeah.
Sometimes I won't even have to use the bathroom. Like, oh, daddy's got to poo. Daddy's got to poo. Well, checking out. And we have books in the back. So I don't know if
yeah,
that's
books.
got anything to do with
What kind of
anything,
books?
but- Not those kind of books.
No, I was thinking like more like Betty Crocker, like recipes for the holidays.
Mostly
you know?
mythology.
You know what's
Like
funny? It's funny how
National
like nowadays,
Geographic.
My mom put a bunch of diabetes books in the bathroom now.
Just a reminder.
it's funny how like
Subtle reminder.
before you
Yeah, no escape.
See, Tassi, you at least you're young enough to where you didn't have to read the back of the conditioner
Yeah.
bottle.
No, I did. Don't get me wrong. That was me.
I thought I was
Swab.
thirsty to learn stuff. I was like, let me read something. Okay, right on.
What is in this soap?
Right.
They're like a suave waterfall. I was like, what does waterfall even smell like? But you know, you got to figure out first ingredient is always water.
And then if you
Always
look at
water.
the shampoo and the body wash, there's no difference in the
Nope.
ingredients.
There is
It's a lie.
zero.
Yeah.
Zero difference.
Packaging and clearness. That's it.
I'm really glad we
So I
we
told my
shared this with
hemorrhoid
the
story,
audience.
and that was it. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
there was nothing. There was
nothing there.
No.
We went
advice.
from hemorrhoids to reading the shampoo bottle and getting away from your kids.
I shared too much here. Man,
No,
boobs,
no,
hemorrhoids.
no. I think it's all
Great.
good.
It's great. So, Chris, is there any other behavioral changes that you've done, or just a little bit of
Well, okay, so the biggest, what's that saying where you do something so many times it becomes habit forming? There's some saying where if you do something 6 times. So the biggest thing for me was making going
times.
here in the morning just part of my routine, which it's hard, right? Because you need to factor in, I need an hour to work out, and then I need about 45 minutes to wake up. So I used to wake up at 4:30. But to come here, I got to wake up at like 3:15 to maybe show up at 4 a.m. So that's a huge commitment, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you think about it, adding like an extra hour, that means you're getting a less of an hour somewhere else. So that was the hardest part for me, was just making sure that I could commit to coming at 4 a.m. But once you do that, like, it's easy. I mean, once you go for a couple weeks, you're going to love it. I mean, really, like, the people who come here in the morning, they always leave with a smile. And I'm glad I'm one of them.
You are one of them.
Man. Oh my
That's
goodness.
it. You just got to make the time. You got to make the commitment. And it's not easy.
Nope.
It's really not easy. You got to work hard. Now, if you want to do like a gradual kind of thing, then, because I hear that a lot, people say like, oh, just go walk for 30 minutes. But I'm not really a gradual guy. Like, I don't want to draw this out, because I know myself, like, if I give myself any room for excuses, then I'm going to make them and I'm going to take them. And for me, it was just like, this is something I gotta do. And when I thought about it, I was like, well, what's the benefit is I'm going to feel better about myself. I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to be there longer for my kids. And that was, to me, it was just a win-win. And there was just no beating around the bush.
Yep.
And then you got these guys like guilt tripping you all the time.
No, first of all, I don't
No,
guilt trip
no,
anybody.
no. They never guilt trip
First and
anybody.
foremost, you come in here and pay for
Never.
our services.
That's
They
it.
never
Yeah.
do. They are the last person.
Yeah, so I
Last
no, but
person
Chris, but
to
I
guilt trip
think
you.
because I wanted to ask you that question, because the first thing you told me, or what I heard from this, is I'm tired of making excuses,
Exactly.
and that's a
Totally.
behavioral change that I think people that are afraid of.
Yeah, and I'm
'Cause
gonna be
everything is
clear.
always someone else's issue. You know, that's
their-
why
and it's their- and
that's
it's their
why I'm
fault.
suffering.
I mean, you guys want excuses? I got
All types,
I got
but
kids.
we have
I work early in the morning.
We have pregnant women.
Yeah.
We have athletes who are injured. We have people who have never ever done these types of forms of exercises or level of training. We have older adults. We have clients who are obese or overweight and have multiple comorbidities. We cater to everybody, and that's like our biggest thing for everybody. Okay. Woo. Wait, are we
Okay.
gonna have the stouts now?
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go. Round
I
of
think
stouts.
I think this is
Okay.
it, guys.
That's it.
I think this is it. We finish on a
Stouts.
good note with the stouts.
Can you talk about stouts? Do you guys know about stouts?
All I know is
The only thing I know is I don't like them
the
very
closest
much.
I've had to stouts was Guinness that Ryan made me have in China with our coins because we couldn't exchange them for dollars. And then I threw up all the way back home.
Can't hang with these guys, man.
Oh yes.
Because he made me down two huge pints of Guinness.
Of Guinness at the Hong Kong airport,
yep.
right? Yeah, that was.
I know stouts are dark and they're usually for winter.
Well, it is winter. I am
Tomorrow
dark.
winter.
I'm dark.
Maybe you should
so-
call the guys from Bottle Shack.
We checked the boxes.
Did Rico say that?
I don't know.
He probably
Rico,
did.
you want a stout?
Hey,
Right
wait.
on.
Let's bring Rico and some support staff. Victorious, come on in.
Come on,
All right,
guys.
come on,
Let's
guys,
show
come on.
people who made this possible. It's a holiday special, guys. So let's cheers.
I'm just here by accident.
Everybody, cheers.
Cheers,
Talks with
cheers.
Toss. Thanks for everybody
cheers.
coming on.
Cheers.
I appreciate you.
Cheers.
Lions over lambs.
Oh man.
FYT.
Yep.
F-
that?
oh wow.
What's FYT?
Oh, don't. It's gotta be
Oh.
off air.
Yeah.
Gotta be off air.
That'll-
FYT is off-air stuff.
That's a great story, though. I'm sorry we can't share that. If you'd like
Oh,
to
this is
know,
good.
just come up to one of us and ask what's FYT, and we will share that.
And prepare to hear curse words.
Yes,
Plenty of them.
all of it. Wow,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
actually
good.
pretty good.
This is really good. Mocha
Yeah, I'm not a stout guy, so
Describe
this is
it.
my first time.
I'm not.
Wait, hold on.
do you
Your
taste?
Definitely. So the
wait,
coffee taste is, it's there. It's apparent. But you still get all the elements of a beer, of a stout that you hope to experience.
Wow.
And especially because it's cold. Definitely have this cold, people.
Yeah.
Don't
Definitely
say
have
anything,
this
Ryan.
cold.
Paul, you look like you want to give a good review.
No, it was good. It was good. It almost tastes like a Carlsberg Extra Special Dark. But yeah, it was great.
No, I like this actually because it's not as thick as most would expect.
I was thinking like
I think
like
Rico says that a lot.
thickness,
But
Rico
yeah,
thickness
yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 10.
Rico
probably
says
like
that a lot.
dark chocolate?
In the words
Yeah.
of Rico,
Yeah, you know.
it's not as thick as he would expect.
This is the abnormal mocha stout.
Wow,
It's a
where did they
sweet
carry
stout.
this at, Chris?
5.1%.
Island Beverage, bro. They carry all these things.
Wow, I did not know they carried this. I
this is
love
really
that.
good.
Actually, I really like
I-
that normal
I like that-
beers.
the
Yeah,
line.
can
They're
we,
really good,
can,
they're
we,
really good.
can we rate what was your favorite of today?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's rate it. Let's rate it.
Okay, like this one, the drinkability of this one, I really felt like this is something that I could
I'm not
hang
gonna
out-
lie.
At the beach. I'm
I
a beach guy. This is like a
really-
beach thing
Yeah.
for me.
I really love this one, the Game of Thrones.
This was good.
I'm also a huge fan of Game of Thrones.
This was good.
Sorry guys from the Guam Brewery, but I'm not I'm not
This?
big. Yeah.
I would drink on the beach.
Hey, that's just not my.
What's it taste like though?
I would drink on the beach. It's a fruity smoothie
Yeah,
type.
it's just- I like their other beers. You
I
know.
like his face when he say fruity.
Fruity.
Fruity, he goes fruity.
Really enunciated for the mic.
There's a little
Fruity.
Fruity.
Rico,
Fruity.
Fruity, Diaz.
Oh god.
We should do this more often.
Dude,
All the time.
I think we're going to start having
Can this
some,
be a part 1 to a
Talks with
part
Toss or
part
Taste
2
with
or
Toss?
3?
Taste.
Yes, taste
with
with
Toss.
Toss.
I like that.
Man,
Taste with
come
Toss.
on, I'm gonna hire
Taste with
you.
Toss.
I got, here we
Taste
go.
with
We need a
Toss.
sponsor, guys. Who wants a sponsor?
Yes.
Tossy.
Can we?
Beverage.
Island
Yes.
Beverage. Guys from Bottle Shack. Anyone?
I mean,
anyone?
you know.
Bottle Shack, Bottle Shack.
Bottle Shack.
Seeing as Starkiss is not going to sponsor me for my tuna packets.
Someone buy her a Korean.
What's the Korean one?
Korean one? Dude.
The Korean.
Don't know because it's in Korean.
What is the brand?
We just call
Squid
it.
Game tuna?
I need
just
to.
call it
I need to
Dongwon.
find
I
out
don't know.
who speaks Korean of my audience. Please message me. Yes. All right. Is that it, guys?
No,
Is that it? Are we done? Can we just drink?
Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
good. We
Pretty
had,
good.
that was a
Chris, by the
long.
way,
Yeah.
That was a long
Anything
one.
else you want to close
Yes.
out with?
Yeah. What do you
Definitely.
want to close out with on Talks with Toss?
The holidays are here, guys. I know my people. You guys are like, oh, I don't want to do this in the holidays because I want to eat everybody's food, especially now that everything's kind of opening up again. So
Yes.
January, guys. I mean, New Year's traditionally everyone wants to do New Year, New Me. Go for it. Make those changes. But you know what? Gun it, guys. Don't be like
after it.
incrementally making changes that you're going to implement by August of next year. Just go for it. Gun it. Sweat it out. You're going to feel good. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror and do little poses.
No more man boobs.
No more man boobs.
Hashtag no more man boobs.
No more man boobs.
But it's okay if you do have them.
But it is okay.
okay.
It is okay.
They're supple. I hate you guys. I thought this was to praise me.
You're the one that brought it up.
You're
I
the
don't
one
want to be
that.
honest. Don't want to be
Hashtag
honest.
hemorrhoids.
Guys.
No one told you to bring up the hemorrhoids.
Yeah, you guys left me hanging on the hemorrhoids.
That was not scripted. By no means did I say,
thought-
let's talk about hemorrhoids.
I thought it was a weightlifting problem. Because you do a lot of like,
Nope.
It is not.
Nope.
awkward.
But you can see your pelvic floor physical therapist. for issues like hemorrhoids.
So that was the tie-in. Then.
Yeah,
so
but
what,
I didn't really feel like talking about it. I just wanted to let you go on.
well, let us know. I know you put me out on the ledge. Fine, I went out.
No, I thought we were done. I thought
I'm
we were
good
done.
though. I don't have it anymore, guys. I did what I had to do. But Toss, any medical advice for hemorrhoids? Or
Are you really gonna ask me that?
yeah, we brought it up.
The 2-minute rule, that's the first I've heard. I mean, if you're spending upwards of 15 minutes on the toilet, yeah, maybe you should get up. And it's not because of your kids. You're just literally sitting there actively trying to take a shit and it's not happening. Get up, move on with your life. But there are other things like hydration, diet, physical activity, and even positioning that puts you in the most optimal position,
You-
gravity, and
So what I do,
believe
guys,
that?
what I
muscle
do.
tension
Do you believe in
wise-
that? What is that thing called?
Hey, it's
the riser.
Squatty potty. So
There you go.
knees over
Dude,
the
I know. I
hips.
believe in that, bro.
No,
I believe in that.
believe in it.
I believe in that.
You think I can do this with all this? I can't.
You
do
have
that.
books. You have books.
This is like a whole procedure
You
to
can-
get this up here, guys.
Listen, if you want
Guys,
more information on this, guys, we can talk about this. But really, like having the knees over the hips, it doesn't have to be this exaggerated.
Guys,
No,
we're
because
gonna get that
what's
for
that
Christmas.
rooted in, Toss? That's rooted in how we used to poo-poo outdoors.
Well,
Right, as cave people.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Rico still does that shit.
I can't speak on it personally. Rico, Chaz,
Doesn't
Michael
Rico do that
Diaz.
at a, like,
He
a
can
different-
speak on these
Does he
things
flip over? Does he flip over?
as well
Subtle,
as,
guys. Subtle.
Subtle.
but really putting the pelvis, putting the hips in a position where the muscles are the most lax and can allow for you to
And have your fun.
take a shit.
Hence, Rico.
Hence, Rico. I'm really glad we ended on this note.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoids, everybody. To hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
To hemorrhoids.
See?
And we out. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We're done.
Thanks for having us.
I want to drink. I just want to drink now.
I don't either anymore.
No one said you did, Rico. Hey, guys.
I don't anymore.